Summer break is here, and if you're already hearing, I'm bored or on repeat, we have got some help for you. Lifestyle and parenting expert Amanda Mushro is here with some smart solutions to beat the summer slump. Amanda, it is always great to see you, and thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. And I cannot believe it. We are ready to keep our kiddos entertained all summer long, right?
Absolutely. So we need some ideas to keep them busy. What's one easy way to keep kids engaged right now, especially the little ones who may be starting kindergarten soon?
Yeah, well, I actually have a little guy, my youngest, he is starting kindergarten. I can't even believe I'm saying that. But all my excitement, I am nervous because I want to make sure that he's prepared. And one of the ways that I'm personally doing that is with Smile Zemi. So this is an at-home learning program that has been used for elementary age kids, and now they have a specific one for kindergarten readiness. So it works on letters and numbers. What I like about the system, it's on a tablet, but it doesn't have Wi-Fi. So I don't have to worry that he's going to be on his Smile Zemi, and he's also on kids YouTube. He's just working on his lessons. They're fun, they're interactive, they've got fun ways to keep kids, giving them incentives to keep learning. And it has a parent portal. So it tells me what he's doing really well in and what are some areas that we might want to practice. So it's a great way to get those kids ready for the school year.
All right, what about something that can really kind of release their creativity?
Okay, this is so cool. This is Pixicade, and this lets kids create their own video games through AR. It's really, really simple. It comes with this book and it comes with markers, and each marker will create a different element of the video game. So green is for avatars, the blue marker creates the rewards, the red is the hazards, and the black is what can't move. They draw a picture, they snap it of the picture of on their iPad or on their phone, and then they actually play the game they just created. It is so cool. It is so interactive. I do not understand the science behind it, but it is amazing. Now it's geared for ages 6 and up. I gave this to my 15-year-old and he was like, this is amazing. And it also has tips throughout this book that give them more ideas on how to develop their characters, how to tweak their game. So this one is really, really cool.
What about something to express their creativity without the screen, though?
Yeah, I really love kind of freshening up my kids' arts and craft supplies at the beginning of summer. I always say that is like my working mom trick. I need to have some arts and crafts that we can pull out maybe for some downtime or when I'm working. So this is from the brand Uli. I love this brand. They just have such great supplies, and they're celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. So they've got this yummy, yummy scented marker kit. It has the markers. Is there anything better than scented markers? And it has stickers and a coloring book. I love that it all comes together. This would be so perfect to take on road trips. It has everything you need to keep them entertained. They also have the color along, and it is a 5-foot coloring book, so they can kind of stretch it out and they can color. And then they have their Colortopia, which is their color by number kit. Again, everything you need is right there, bright, bold, no screens, and they're getting super creative.
Okay, let's talk movement. What's a game that gets kids up and active?
All right, this is a really fun one. This is Hoot Nanny Games Early Bird. So with Early Bird, it's a card game. It's super fast paced, but then it has these elements that get them up and moving. So sometimes you have to get up and you have to spin around really fast, or you have to change seats. But the best part, since it's Early Bird, the early bird catches the worm. So you pull a card for the worm, you toss the worm, and everybody has to run after it to grab it. So silly, so fun, easy to learn, and it's a game that parents are going to love just as much as kids.
What about some fun ideas that encourage kids to explore more outside?
All right, this is a really fun one. My 5-year-old was upset that I had to borrow this back from him for this segment. This is from Thames and Cosmos. This is their metal detector. So it is so easy to put together, and you just let them go outside, or they can do it inside, and it has a digital screen. I was shocked at how well this works. You're thinking, oh, it's a kid's metal detector. My son had so much fun finding treasures outside. And even if it was like, oh, it's the mailbox, or you kind of, finding something in the grass, but it gets them outside and you sort of talking about, okay, well, this is metal and this isn't. And they listen for the beeps, and it's as it's reading it. It has 2 handles. So there's a shorter one and a longer one. So simple, but so fun. And as soon as I'm done here, we're heading back outside to use, to use the metal detector.
Okay, do you have any advice for balancing fun with some learning over the summer break?
So I want parents to give themselves some grace. And I don't think this is a one size fits all. I think you really have to think about what works for your family. If you have early birds who want to get up and they want to play it and they need to burn their energy, then go ahead and do that. And then later in the afternoon, we can read some books, we can maybe work on some different activities, we can go for a walk and talk about colors, anything that gets them thinking and learning. Or, if it's something that you need to do it early in the morning with your kids, think about what works best for you. Give yourself some grace. If they have a real lazy day and you're like, well, there was no learning that happened today, that's okay. We'll try again tomorrow.
Good advice there, Amanda. Where can parents go to learn more about these activities and creative ideas?
Yeah, you can head over to my websites, amandamushro.com, and my blog, Questionable Choices in Parenting, and I'll have lots of things to keep us all happy and hopefully sane this summer before our kids go back to school.
Stay sane is the key, right? Thanks, Amanda. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much.